Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, this is Santosh Raju. Today we are going to talk about very special topic. This is application development to the deployment. And to be honest, this is not really for the beginner course, but this is more like let's say we have to deploy one application to the Kubernetes cluster. And in this particular video series, we are going to combine multiple tools and technologies, and then we are going to deliver that particular application to the Kubernetes cluster. And this is not just about delivering one application to the Kubernetes cluster, but if you think through the very high level diagram, this will give you very good picture. We are going to pick up one complex application, and of course, we are going to see some development stage over there. But we are going to use the GitHub Actions, and there is a little bit of time on GitHub, and of course, we are going to use the Argo CD, which is a GitOps tool, to deliver that application to the Kubernetes cluster. So that is what we are going to cover. And before we spend too much time on this diagram, let's take a screenshot and let's just break down the agenda for this video so that you will get very good clarity how we are going to spend next 1 hour or something like that to see the very big picture. So here, our example application is Django. To be honest, we can go with any simple application like Nginx or maybe the application which is already available on the GitHub. But I feel like if you can pick a little complicated application, for example, Django. Django is like a framework which can handle with the some other web frameworks and it can deal with the backend connections. We will talk about Django. But if you think through, Django is more like a full stack application and where we can host our web applications too. So if we can develop very simple hello world type of application using Django, that means we will get good idea how usually developers will develop some applications. So let's say our Django application is ready, and then the next step is creating the Docker image, and that's where the CI integration will come in. And for our CI integration, we are going to use the GitHub Actions, and basically within the GitHub Actions, we are going to write a very simple workflow, which is going to create the Docker image for our Django application. And let's say our image is ready. The next step would be publishing that particular image to the public image registry. In our case, we are going to use the Docker Hub. But if you are familiar with some other public image registries, you can go with that. Or if you are interested in publishing them to your private registry, you can also do that. So once we complete this part, our CA part should be done. And now, when it comes to the delivering that application to the some Kubernetes cluster, this small box right here, this is representing the Kubernetes. And let's say we have to deliver this application to the Kubernetes cluster. That's where the CD part will come in. And for the simplicity of demonstration purpose, I'm going to use the single GitHub repository. And of course, I thoroughly documented all the instructions. You don't have to document anything. But I'm going to use the single GitHub repository, which is going to contain our application code, and also this is going to hold the deployment manifest files. And once manifest files are available in the GitHub, and here the Argo CD, this is our CD tool, and this tool is going to deliver the application to the Kubernetes cluster. So now you got very good idea. So in this entire video series, we are going to cover we are going to cover some topics like how we do the application development. In our case, we are going to develop the Django application, but if you're interested in something else, you can pick that. And the next step is covering some topics around CI. Of course, when we are going to the CI, we will talk a little bit about GitHub Actions, but that is not more like some courses like a Zero to Hero course series. But we will spend little bit time on GitHub Actions and what is the advantages of GitHub Actions comparing to some other tools or something like that. And once our CI part is done, then we will go to the CD part. And when we are in the CD part, we will also talk about how we can set up a local environment, local Kubernetes cluster on our laptops, and then writing simple manifest files, publish them to the GitHub. And once those manifest files are published to the GitHub, and then we are going to deploy the Argo CD, and then Argo CD will take care of delivering that application to the Kubernetes. And just to recap, this is not just some beginner type of course. If you're already familiar with Argo CD, GitHub Actions, and a little bit terminology on the Kubernetes, this course is perfectly right for you. Or if you are interested in trying out some of the DevOps type of projects, and if you want to see the some GitOps type of projects before you spend too much time on learning all those tool sets, this course is perfectly good for you. So when it comes to the individual tools like Argo CD, GitHub Actions, and focusing the zero to hero courses like Docker, Kubernetes, those type of stuff will coming up in our YouTube channel. So if you don't want to miss out those videos, please subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.